Hi everyone, welcome to this week's video. I always love doing empties and saving my products and then doing a review and letting you guys know really what I think after having fully used up a product. That's one of my favorite videos to watch. I feel like they actually are very informational and hopeful and just kind of a quick review. So I hope you're ready for that, to see all the products that I used up, beauty, skincare, and makeup, for the third quarter of the year. I almost can't believe that. So this is July through September, so those 3 months. And I just saved them all in a little bag in my closet. So if you want to see everything that I've used up, just keep watching. Okay, so as always, I like to start with like skincare, hair care, any of that first, and then save the makeup for last, just because, I don't know, that's kind of more exciting. So we will jump in with some skincare. I used up 2 face washes. The first was the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. I really enjoy this and I think it works really well. This is for normal to oily skin. I don't think I particularly have oily skin. I think I have more combination, but I was recommended to try this by my dermatologist and I did, and I really like it. I do feel like it's gentle, but then it does still like get everything off my face. So I do really enjoy this, and I have since repurchased this. I don't know if I got the foaming one again or if I just got the regular one, but it's in, I got like a slightly bigger bottle of it because it comes in a bigger size. And since I liked this, I went ahead and got the bigger one. So that should tell you how much I enjoyed that. And then I also just used up this little travel cleanser. This was from the brand Agency, which is one of those companies where you can go online and take like a skin quiz and they'll send you like a dedicated like skincare routine for you. I had tried that out like a while ago and I just find that I've never really been impressed with any of those things, and they just sent me like minis of it to try and it was still like pricey for what it was, I remember. So I was like, I don't think I would keep going unless all of a sudden this like worked really great. But since this was like a mini size, I just was keeping it in my travel like drawer section. And so finally, in preparation for moving, I kind of started going through some of my smaller products and was like, what do I not want to move? What do I not even really care about having anymore? And this was one of them. It had a couple of uses left. It was a cream cleanser and it was just like, okay, but I wouldn't really recommend this Agency brand or like doing any of those like online skincare consultations. I don't know. That's just me. As far as other skincare, again, I was going through the travel section and using up just like some random little things. I have this like moisturizer and eye balm, which technically is like men's skincare line from David Beckham. It's called House 99. I don't even know if it exists anymore. My husband was never going to use these, and at the end of the day, I was like, a moisturizer and an eye cream are not gender specific, like it doesn't matter. So I just went ahead and used these up. They were fine, whatever, not impressed, didn't notice anything. And then I used up one of my all-time favorite moisturizers, my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel Cream, and I absolutely love this stuff. I swear by it. If you've been watching me for any amount of time, you know that. I highly recommend. I already have a new one going. I always try to find these at Costco. They usually come in a 2-pack for a much cheaper price than buying just one at a time. So if you have Costco membership or something like that, just think about looking there. But otherwise, I do think this is worth the price. It works really well. I always feel super hydrated, super plump, exactly how I want to feel, and it's not sticky or greasy. So highly recommend. I will continue to sing the praises of Neutrogena. Let's see, I used up one of my favorite deodorants. Again, I talk about this all the time, the Dove Dry Spray. I have the Cool Essentials like cucumber one. Love this. I like that it is an antiperspirant and a deodorant, and I just think it works really well, is affordable. I think this is about $6 to $8 depending on where you buy it from, Walmart or Target. I already have a new one, got the exact same like cucumber cool one. Love, like the Neutrogena, tried and true products that I always go back to. So I think that says a lot that they consistently show up in my empties videos. I did also try something newer to me. I just feel like so many people had talked about these and I had a coupon, and so it was a good price on Amazon. I tried the Lumino whitening strips, and this was a pack of 18 strips, so 9 sets basically, so you could use this 9 times. And I got them on Amazon on sale for, I want to say like $14, which I really didn't think was that bad for getting 9 sets. and I used them, and I think that they worked relatively well, and they definitely did not leave my teeth sensitive or anything, which sometimes can happen with the Crest white strips if you're not careful. So I enjoyed them, and it's something that I would consider purchasing again, especially I feel like there are some coupons for this floating around out there that work on Amazon, so keep your eye out for that. So I definitely have these kind of on my list to repurchase in my Amazon account the next time I feel the need to get some whitening strips. So just a fun thing to try out, and I think they were worth it and worked pretty well. And then last, I always try to kind of go through my little perfume samples that you get anytime you like order from Sephora or Ulta, or you get them in store if you shop at like Macy's or whatever. They just always send you like random little samples, so I try to use them up. So this was the Skylar brand in Vanilla Sky. And obviously it was vanilla, so I actually enjoy that. There's always a little bit left that won't get pumped out through there, which is annoying, but always just fun to share which ones I've used up. I always say I don't ever feel the need to buy a full size of any of the perfumes that I try. I just feel like I always have enough minis going, and I can just buy a smaller size if that's what I want, or just buy a cheaper version. So did enjoy that, so that's always fun to kind of use up. So now let's do the makeup, the part that is the most exciting. The first thing's not really makeup-y, but I still put it in the category because it is something that I guess it's skincare. It's a lip mask, and it's my Trader Joe's Vanilla Lip Mask. I love this. This is so affordable. I think it's like $6. You get a large amount. It's 0.7 ounces. That's a lot. I have not repurchased it. I did want to try out the Naturium one, which was more expensive and you get less product, but I wanted to compare. And so far, I think it's quite good, but I don't know if it tops this. So I definitely think I will be looking for this the next time I need a lip mask, or not just the next time I'm at Trader Joe's. I do enjoy it, and it's one of the few kind of skincare beauty products that I've bought from Trader Joe's that I feel like actually works really well. So really enjoy that. A little goes a long way. It lasts you a while, and like I said, it's super affordable. So I recommend that. I used up another of my mini primers. This was my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Last update in my Empties, I had used up the Luminous Putty Primer. So just a nice little mini to use up. I enjoyed it, but as I said in like a previous video, I know a lot of us kind of saw the e.l.f. marketing mishaps that have happened lately. So it definitely makes me reevaluate if I want to continue purchasing from that brand. So I'm kind of just looking to them to see what they continue to do in the future, and if that's something that I want to keep supporting. I hope they do make some different decisions and reroute some of their strategies, because I do think they have really good products. I like the Poreless Putty Primer. I like their cleansing balm. I like a lot of their skincare. I like a lot of their, eyeshadows and products. So it would be a shame if they kind of lose out on a customer base because of their poor marketing choices. But anyway, next product I used up was a liner, a liquid liner, and it was my brown liquid pen liner from Hard Candy. I really like this. I think it's one of the better brown liners out there. It's just difficult to find. I know some Walmarts sell Hard Candy. Not all of them near me do. I have to go to like a specific one. And then I feel like the last time I looked for this in store, they didn't have the brown one. So it's kind of a hit or miss. I did order this online the last time I needed it, and I feel like it might be worth it. I know that Fenty also makes a brown liner that I really enjoy, but that's like $20, $21. This is like $6. So I'm just gonna have to keep my eye out. I have not repurchased it yet, because as I said in my previous video, when you're seeing these, I am either in the process of moving or have just moved. So I'm trying not to buy anything during this process to like add to my consumption, or just things I have to move, even though eyeliner is super small, but you know what I'm saying. So, and I have another brown liner, a liquid liner from Sephora that I am using. So once that one runs out, I think I will seek this one out, because I do really like it. And this is like the second or third one of these that I've owned. So that shows you how much I do enjoy that brown liner. And then finally, I used up 2 concealers. So that's exciting. I am down to 1 concealer in my collection right now. I almost never thought I would get to that point. The first one I used up is my Tower 28 Serum Concealer. You can see I took the stop route. I scraped as much out of there as possible. I had this in the shade K-Town. I actually really enjoyed this. It was very creamy. It said it was a serum concealer. I definitely felt that. It blended really well, and it was a pretty good shade match for me. even though it seemed lighter, but I was able to use this throughout the summer and I think it worked really well. So I would definitely consider repurchasing this. I've been really enjoying a lot of the Tower 28 products that I've tried lately. The next concealer I used up is one of my all-time favorites. It's my Maybelline Superstay Active Wear. I have this in the shade 22 and it is just like one of the best concealer shade matches I've ever found for myself. But kind of like this hard candy liner, this has gotten really difficult for me to find. I did see that they had a few of them at my Walmart the last time I was there, but they did not have my shade. So I seriously contemplated, I think they had shade 26, so that would be a little bit darker than this, and then they had 18. So it was like 4 below or above, and so I was comparing and I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be too light or too dark if I go too far one way or the other, and I couldn't commit to doing it. So I'm still keeping my eye out for this, so if you see the shade 22 anywhere in particular, and it is a normal price, like I think when I bought this originally it was like $12. If you see that, let me know. And I'm also keeping an eye out because I do think this is such a great product and I would hate for it to go away completely, but it is what it is. I used it up, I enjoyed it, I love it. I recommend if you can find it anywhere. So all in all, I think that is all the Empties, yes, that I used up from July to September. So not like a ton of products, but I was really just trying to focus on things that were close to being used up or things that were a smaller size. So we're still making progress. Like I said, getting ready to move kind of motivated me to look at some smaller things that I was like, I really just need to use this and get it out so I don't have to take it with me. But all in all, the value of all of those products added up is $116.50. So I think that is pretty great to look back on and be like, I used up $116 worth of products. And I would say almost all of them I really enjoyed and would purchase again. So that's what I also think can be really valuable about Empties videos and just kind of focusing on your consumption habits is eventually the goal is to get to a place where you are enjoying everything that you are spending your hard-earned money on. So I feel like I am slowly but surely getting closer and closer to that space. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave a comment below letting me know if you like any of the products that I used, if you recommend something else that's very similar, and just, yeah, what your favorite product is that you kind of go back to time and time again. I would love to know. That's always interesting to see what other people's opinions are and what works best for different people. Please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're updated with all of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully the next video that you see after this will be in my new house, which I'm very excited to share with you all. So yeah, cheers to that, and I will see you in my next video.